Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, hello, welcome. We are going to be getting into a little first impressions using a little palette that I think is so beautiful. This is the Oden'S Saga of Freja Cat's Breath palette. I'll actually call out the actual title, which I've said it 3 times. This will be my 3rd time saying it. The Saga of Freja, Chapter 2, Cat with the Golden Carriage, Cat's Breath palette by Oden'S. There you go. This one, I only have one of these of the Saga of Freja. I didn't get all 3. This is the one that really stood out to me with the colour scheme here. I think this is beautiful. And when you see the tutorial and I put these shimmers on I prepare to be blown away, because I was expecting it and also not expecting it all at once. So yeah, you'll get to see that in tutorial as you keep watching. But yeah, I think it's such a weird color scheme. It's very contrasting, but I can still see things I could do with it. I think the shimmers really help the mattes along to give me, like, I can definitely use like this one and this shimmer here, which are the slightly warmer shimmers of the palette, with the teals, and I can use these two with the orange kind of tones, just manipulating them a little bit, which you'll see more in my 2 looks on palette. I will be doing more kind of contrasting looks with those. As always, I'm going to pop up some swatches as I am talking about some of the shades, but the mattes are beautiful. We've got one sequin shade in Cat Hair. It's an awful name, but Cat Hair, which is the dark brown. It has a gold shimmer through it, but I'll just kind of use that as a dark brown matte. But the mattes are beautiful, nothing new there with Oden'S, but the shimmers are the star of the show for this one. They're so pretty. Even, like, I've only swatched the shade Wool Ball and Soft, which is the kind of peachy shimmer, and the one that's very speckled, like with purple and stuff like that in it. I've only swatched them and they're stunning. But I have on me Bling and Cat Star, and they're just so beautiful. I do recommend using your finger to apply the shimmers. Obviously a brush to apply the mattes when you're blending, but to apply the shimmers, I would recommend, for these 2 shimmers anyway, to use your finger, because it does just make it go on so much better, just so much better. Your finger helps with all shimmers anyway. But yeah, I think this is so beautiful. I think there's so many looks I can do with this. I think it's so fun, and just it's a colour story I don't have. Now I will say I don't have the Kaleidos Electro Turquoise, which has been discontinued as far as I can remember. I do have it up on my screen here so I can have a look at it and just to see. It's similar. I wouldn't say it's exactly the same. The brown and the Electro Turquoise is darker. This one's lighter. The greens are a little bit more teal as opposed to, I don't know, a bit more muted in this palette, I would say. And the shimmers as well, there is a bright teal shimmer, which is not in this. This is more of a deeper kind of teal. You can kind of see there. I say deeper, it's still really shiny and bright. But yeah, and the orange, there's no silver. I think there's a silver, or there's a white in that one. There's no white in this one, although that one could be considered a white because I do have that on me now. But yeah, I wouldn't say it's exactly the same, but if you do have the Electro Turquoise and you didn't get this, I don't know if you need both. I don't know, because I don't have the Electro Turquoise. But if you wanted the Electro Turquoise and you can get it, this is a good one to get instead, because it's similar. It's just similar. You get a similar effect out of it. A little bit more of, like, a few more colours into it and some more interesting shimmers, I think, anyway. So we're going to get into this look soon, but before I do that, I'm going to let you know that I have taken pictures of this look. They will be up on my Instagram, which is linked down below, and my TikTok is linked down below, so you can see all my funny weird transitions there. But I will be posting up close eye pictures and full face pictures on my Instagram, so go follow that. And I'm trying to get more into my stories. I'm trying to get back into doing IGTVs or reels or whatever video I decide to do, but a video format on Instagram. Okay, so now we're going to get into the actual tutorial using this stunning palette. So let's see what we do. Okay, I'm so excited about this. I'm so excited. This is going to be our first time using, well, my first time using the Saga of Freja Cat's Breath. So Saga of Freja Chapter 2, Cat with Golden Carriage, Cat's Breath by Oden'S. That's the official name on the front of the palette. It's very long, but it's the Cat's Breath palette from the Saga of Freja, and I'm so excited to get into this. This is like such a contrast and color story, but I really love it. I think the shimmers really help with the mattes in this, so I'm very excited to get into all this. And yeah, we're going to do an all kind of teal, so we're going to use the greens and the kind of greeny blue shimmers as well. We will go into the oranges more in my 2 looks on palette, but I'm feeling green today. So I already have my skin done, my brows done, and my eyeshadow primer on. So we're going to go straight in. We're not going to mess about here. I'm going to take a Makeup Geek pointed crease brush, which is just like a really dense bigger than a pencil brush, but the same sort of shape as a pencil brush. And I want to take Bad Temper, which is that super, super dark teal green. And I just want to see how dark this goes on the eye, basically. So I'm picking up some of that. It picks up quite well on the brush, tapping it off to make sure there's not going to be any fallout, or as little fallout as we can help with. And that's going to go on the outer corner. We're going to do just a standard, nice little eye. I say a standard eye, meaning darker outer corner, into the crease, shimmers on the lid, dark lower lash line. That's beautiful, very smooth as well when it's on. I'm going to take that as well through the crease, just building that up. Look how pretty. That's a very nice shade of like a dark emerald sort of colour. Isn't that such a pretty colour? Oh, I love that. So I didn't obviously blend any out, I just kind of packed it on as thick as that brush was. That's as thick as the shadow went on. So I'm going to take Catnip, which is the really pale, like icy teal, aqua, sky blue kind of colour, and I'm taking that on a BH Cosmetics Rose Gold number 6 brush, which is a big fluffy brush. And this is going to be used just to start blending out the edge of that darker green. This is mostly just going to be a blending colour because it's so light. It's not going to add a huge amount of definition, but it'll be a beautiful blend for these colours. So I'm just going around the whole edge, even out here as well, because that's where it's going to connect on the lower lash line. And just take your time, give it a good blend, wing it out if you want to. I might wing it out a little bit. And then I'm going to take my pointed crease brush again, and I'm going to take a little bit more of Bad Temper, and we're just going to re-intensify that dark green, and also it'll help the blend along a little bit more. Oh, I think this blend is going to photograph beautifully. It's kind of a nice little upturn on the end there. So I might blend a little bit more just like on these edges as we're getting towards the end, but I want to do my lower lash line first. So I'm going to take this teeny weeny small little, just really small little flat brush, and I'm going to take Bad Temper again, which is the dark green. I want to use this brush to get it really close to the lower lash line, but I am going to use my other blending brush, the pointed crease brush, to soften that out. So making sure it connects out here to create that lovely shape, and also make sure as well you're getting right in between your lashes. That's the point of using this brush. So then I can make it as thick as I want to after that, but once I have it really close to the lashes, it means that there'll be no gaps. I'm getting a little bit of fallout from this colour, but that's fine. I get a lot of fallout from a lot of shadows. Okay, so now taking the pointed crease brush again, just on the very tip of it because it is pointed, I'm going to take a little bit more of that Bad Temper, and we're just going to start blending that out a little bit. I will blend it out further with the lighter green, but I just want to start a little bit of a smudginess down here. And then take more of the Catnip shade on the big fluffy brush that we use. You can use a smaller brush if you want to, but I'm just going to start overlapping and blending that out on the lower lash line, just to keep the blend the same as the top, and also connecting the blend out here, so again it creates that lovely shape. Okay, so with the same brush, but I've cleaned it off a good bit, and I'm just going to take that right along all my edges, especially out here as well, to keep that lovely shape going all around here. Make sure there's no harsh edge. I'm just going to take a little bit more of Bad Temper, the dark green, and we're just going to go back in and make sure that we're lovely and deep all up against that lash line. Especially after the blending, you can kind of dilute the colour down a little bit, so just going to add a little bit more back in. Okay, so now we're going to go in with some glitter primer from NYX. I always use a glitter primer for my shimmers because I just love how shimmers apply over this. I just find it easier to apply them, so I always use this. So this is not like affecting how they would normally be used on me. This is exactly how they would normally be used on me. So I'm just taking a little bit of that on my finger, and I'm just pressing that over the eye. We're not doing anything fancy. No cut creases, nothing like that. We want it to be nice and soft. Soft, but like still dramatic. I'm so excited about the shimmers in this because Oden'S eye shimmers are stunning. So we're going to go in with Bling, which is the darker of the two shimmers. I'm going to use this one as well, but this is the darker of the two. And I'm taking that just on a flat brush. I got this in the same set that I got that really small one that I used on my lower lash line from eBay. So I don't know. I just got it on eBay. I got it like about 12 years ago. So I just still have it. So it's picking up okay. It's a bit more of like a textured shimmer. That's okay, because it seems like once you get a layer on, this actually might be better with your finger, this sort of thing. And I don't think my brush is stiff enough. I think this is actually too flimsy. But the colour itself and the pigment is really good. It's just trying to get the shimmer onto the eye. Can you see that? How twinkly that is? And I'm just leaving the inner third bare for the other shimmer. So that's it there with like a layer done with the brush, but I am going to take a little bit on my finger, and I want to do this on camera so you can see. Yeah, it picks up so much better on your finger. And let's see how this works. Ah, yeah, you can like smush it into the skin, which is what this kind of texture needs when it's really textured like that. You need to look, oh my goodness. And I know some people aren't a fan of using their finger for the shimmers. If I get that result, I'll do it. Can you deal? Can you deal? I'm not able for this. Oh my god. So I'm going to take the brush the pointed crease brush that we use for the bad temper, take a little bit more of bad temper, and we're just going to dabble along this edge here to make sure that there's no harshness and the shimmer just fades off into the matte. Okay, so I've picked a smaller, stiffer kind of flat brush to see if this other shimmer is similar to that one. It seems more like a topper twinkly kind of color, so I say twinkly a lot, but anyway, this is a Lavender Luxe BH Cosmetics number 9 brush, so very small little flat brush, and I'm gonna take the shade Cat Star, which has this like almost like a tiger print into it that's like blue, like a teal blue and a white. So we're gonna pick that up because this, when I'm swatching it, feels stiffer, like more hard pressed, but it picks up well on the brush. This one kind of has like gold flecks in it, and then this one is more icy. Again, I'm probably going to use my finger. I think that's just better for me with both of these formulas. I do kind of use my finger for a lot of shimmers because it's just quicker. Unless I'm trying to be precise, what I'll do is I'll put down the colour with the brush, get like edges and precision done, and then go with my finger on top just to give me a good impactful layer. So that's how it looks again, just with the brush. Very pretty, very lovely. I'm going to take it just on my baby finger because I need a little bit of precision with this because it's a smaller area, and that's going to go over that inner part in here. Oh, look how icy, that's so bright. Oh my god. And just kind of pat over where it meets that other teal shade. They'll blend like effortlessly, you don't even have to do anything to them. They should just blend right into each other because they're almost the same sort of tone, just with different shimmers and a different sort of texture. Oh my god, like it looks like I put glitter on my eyes. That's amazing. I'm going to take the same shade again just on my baby finger. It's so sparkly, it's like little stars. Oh, it's so pretty. I'm just going to pop that on my inner corner just to finish off the look. I'm bringing a little bit of that down onto this lower lash, just a little bit to kind of bring that in there as well. Okay. Those shimmers, oh my god, like Oden'S mattes are beautiful, but the shimmers, they do something else with their shimmers and it's impressive. So I'm going to jump off. I cannot wait to finish off this look. Will I do a liner? I may do a liner, we'll see. I am going to finish off the eyes, do a cheek, do a lip, and we'll come back and see what I used on my face. Okay guys, so this is how I have finished off the look. I am loving this. The shimmers, we're going to get into it in a few minutes, but I am going to go through everything that I used to finish off of this look. So for the eyes, I did do a winged liner. Shocking, I know, and I will say, one of my best wing liners this in the last while anyway. This is the NYX Epic Ink liner in black, just their pen liner that has a brush tip, but it's still a pen, but it's a brush tip so it doesn't dry up on you. It's beautiful, one of my favorite liners out there. Then I have the LA Girl Shockwave Neon eyeliner in the shade Fresh, which is like the same shade as that pale teal that we used to blend, and I use that on my waterline. My mascara then is the MAC in Extreme Dimension mascara on my top and my bottom lashes. And then for my lashes, I went in with my House of Lashes in this style Natalia. That's the box of them. That's what they look like there. That's what they look like on. They're quite crisscrossy, a little bit choppy, but a little bit crisscrossy, but they don't take over. I wanted to be able to see those shimmers in all their glory. On to cheeks then, I use my Huda Beauty Tantour Cream Bronzer in the shade Fair, just on my cheeks to give me a little bit of shape, a little bit of contour. For my blush then, I went in with my Bobbi Brown Pot Rouge for lips and cheeks. So long. This is in the shade Pale Pink, which is not pale at all, but I love this kind of cooler tone. Like, I love pink on the cheeks and on the lip when I'm doing a teal or blue or green on the eyes, because I just think they just go really well, even though they contrast because it's pink and like green, but they still go really well together. For highlight, I went in with a liquid highlighter. This is the NYX Born to Glow Liquid Illuminator in the shade Sunbeam. I got this in my NYX advent calendar like in 2020. This is not super beaming or anything like that, but it's a very soft highlight and I really like it. And then for lips, I just did it really simple, and I knew I wanted to kind of match my lip color. That was the kind of color I wanted to go for, but just like a step up from that. So I went in with my MAC lipstick in the shade Faux, one of the most beautiful kind of soft pinky sort of tones for the lips, very natural and still pink, but I love it. So that's everything that's on my face, but this guy here, oh my god, she's beautiful. As I've said, I've only used the kind of blues in this, but I will get more into the oranges for my Two Looks and Paja palette, which will be coming up soon. I am so excited to get into this one, Wool Ball, because it's like purple with copper and like champagne shades. And then this shimmer down here is like copper with pink in it as well, like speckled. I think they're beautiful. They swatch beautifully as well, which you would have already seen at the beginning. But yeah, this one here is a sequin shade, but I'm okay with that, that's fine. I am so excited. I was not I had swatched the shimmers and I was like, oh, beautiful. But on the eye, I was not expecting it to look this beautiful, and I will absolutely recommend using your fingers to apply them because it just goes on much better and you get this effect, which I am obsessed with. I think the mattes are beautiful and they're great mattes, but the shimmers are what stands out in this palette here. That's the moment for this palette, and for Oden'S in general. Their shimmer formula is stunning. They're so textured and so sparkly. Those are my thoughts of the Saga of Freja Chapter 2, Cat with the Golden Carriage, Cat's Breath by Oden'S. There you go. I'm so excited about this. I'm so excited to get into more of the Oden'S palettes that I have. I do have 3 more to go through as well, but as I said in the beginning, I will be getting another one, which will be the Angelica Nyqvist, the Hella palette, because obviously she's one of my favourite YouTubers. I do have her Club Nebula palette and I do love Oden'S, so it just goes together, and it's breaking my no buy, but what can I do? What can I do? So this is our look complete, and I want to know in the comments down below, what do you think of this look? Do you have this palette? Would you wear this sort of look if you do have this palette? Is there any other Freja palettes that you have? Because I want to know that as well. And also another thing as well, which I would have said in the beginning, because it's very comparable to the Kaleidos Electric Turquoise, that's the one, which I don't have. The colours are very like in the same sort of family. I've actually pulled them up there just to have a look at them, and they are very in that family. The shimmers not so much, but the mattes are very that kind of colour scheme. So if you have that, you could probably recreate this in just a slightly different way, but similar. So, and if you couldn't get that, which I don't have that, I wasn't as interested in that one. I'm very interested in this one though. I'm so happy I have this one now instead of that one. So yeah, let me know all your thoughts of those topics in the comments down below. If you did like this video, then give me a big thumbs up down below. It's the quickest, simplest and easiest way to give me a little bit of support, to get me around to more people, and also let me know that you like the video, and I will continue to do more. And don't forget to subscribe down below, because we've got many more palettes coming along. We've got way more Oden'S. We've got 3 more at least, if not 4, with the Hella palette that I will more than likely be getting. It got announced today, but it's going live on Sunday as I'm filming this, because I'm filming this on the Wednesday beforehand. So yeah, by the time this video goes up, it's already months out, and I could already have it by then, but who knows. I always pre-film a little bit because I do work full time. But hit subscribe down below to see all the fun palettes coming up. We've got so many palettes to come up. I'm very excited about it. I'm very excited. I love filming these looks. And as I said in the beginning, my Instagram is linked down below. My TikTok is linked down below, where I post on TikTok. I do all the weird transitions. And then on my Instagram, you will see all the up close pictures, and you will see how sparkly these shadows are in action. So that is everything from me, guys, and I will see you in the next video.